Now, this story is about the Brunswick City Sidewalk and the Brunswick Hospital. That is the Brunswick Hospital right here. Southeast Georgia, whatever you want to call it. I call it Brunswick Hospital. This is a city sidewalk right here. And I've walked down this sidewalk a million times. And the hospital, they've got where they just breaking the law. They're letting people break the law. They're employees, and they're breaking the law. This is a city sidewalk. And you can see ahead of me, you can see that gate right there, that fence blocking the city sidewalk. Now, I remember when there was houses, there used to be houses right here. I remember when there was houses right here all the time. There used to be a lot of houses through here. Hospital bought all of them, made a parking lot, made a little park. But this right here is a city sidewalk, and you can see that fence they put up. The hospital is blocking the city sidewalk. I didn't think you could block a city sidewalk, but that's what the hospital is doing. That's what they did. They are breaking the law right there. This belongs to the city. This is not hospital property. Now see, I got to walk around this sidewalk right here. I got to walk around. I'm going to walk around this sidewalk. You can see where the sidewalk ends right here. That's where it ends. But see, this used to be the city sidewalk right here. Many years ago, I used to walk right through here on a city sidewalk. This is all city property. The hospital has commandeered it. They have took this property over, stole it from the city. There used to be a sidewalk right here. I've walked down it many a time. Many a day I have walked down this sidewalk. The hospital, the Brunswick Hospital, Southeast Georgia Hospital, has broke the sidewalk and pulled it up, or they have covered it up full of dirt. But this is city property. This is supposed to be a city sidewalk. I can show you right here in a second. The sidewalk went like this right here. It walked around. That ditch has always been here. The city sidewalk used to go right around here like this. This is the city sidewalk here. I'm supposed to be walking on the city sidewalk right now, but they have moved it. The hospital has come out here and broke the sidewalk up, hauled a lot of it off, covered it up with dirt. Some of the sidewalk, I'll show you, they had just broke it up and pushed it in the ditch. And right here, that concrete right there, that concrete, that was the city sidewalk. It was up here on top of this ground, which I'll show you. I'll show you. That's the city sidewalk that the hospital has broke and pushed in the ground in the ditch. Now the city sidewalk comes right through here. This is city property. This is city sidewalk right here. It's supposed to be city sidewalk anyway. Brunswick, Georgia city sidewalk. This is what the hospital, Southeast Georgia Hospital, has done. You can see the sidewalk right here. That's part of the sidewalk right there. You see? They got this rope in the way now. The city, I don't understand. The hospital put that rope up, and they have blocked this walkway right here. I'm going to step over this thing now. Okay. Now see, I'm still walking towards the city sidewalk. You can see the city sidewalk right there. You can see the city sidewalk right there I'm walking towards. Here's a rope. That's a rope that the hospital has put up to block everyone from walking down the sidewalk. Now, I don't know if that's legal or not. I think they're breaking the law by blocking the sidewalk. They blocked it on the other end down there I was just showing you, and now they are blocking it here. This rope right here is in my way of the city sidewalk. I'm gonna have to step over the top of this sidewalk. This is the city sidewalk right here. This is it. Now see, the city has let somebody come in here and pour that concrete up right there. Now, that's about 6 inches right there. That concrete lip is about 6 inches lift. This is supposed to be a city sidewalk right here. You can see up here we got a telephone pole. It's hard to see for the sunshine right now, and I'm walking in sunshine. But this was a city sidewalk. And the city has let these people put a parking lot on the city sidewalk. They want you to walk in the highway and get run over and get a ticket. Now, you can see right here. You can see right here. That's the fence line right there. Telephone pole. Telephone pole is on city property. It's not on private property. That's city property. The property line is right there where that post is. And this is the city sidewalk right here going that way. That's the city sidewalk that I just left right there. Now, this is supposed to be a city sidewalk right through here. That telephone pole is on city property. And that's the highway. There's a telephone pole. So right here, this got a lot of weeds, a lot of hitchhikers, and a lot of I don't forgot what the weeds is called now. They call hitchhikers, and they called beggar weed. Anyway, this is the city sidewalk. It's supposed to be a city sidewalk. There was a sidewalk at one time, but now the sidewalk is covered up, full of grass and all these weeds and bushes, and this is a city sidewalk right here. It's supposed to be a city sidewalk. You can see the telephone pole ahead of me right here. This is supposed to be a city sidewalk. I'm not walking through that, but that's East Park and Starling. I'm going to turn around and walk back this way. But as you can see, there's the highway. This is all supposed to be city property right here. You see the city won't even cut the grass through here. But this is a city sidewalk covered up with grass, bushes in the way, flowers, whatever you want to call them, bushes. But you can see the telephone pole. I'm on this side, and all these beggar weeds is right in here, and all these hitchhikers, which I got some hitchhikers on me down there now. I got hitchhikers on me down there now, and I'll show you the hitchhikers in a minute, the weeds. But this here is city property. This is a sidewalk. It's supposed to be a sidewalk right here. There was at one point, because I remember walking down this thing here a long time ago, 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, this is supposed to be a city sidewalk. You can see this sidewalk up here ahead of me. But that's me, that's my shadow. I'm 9 foot tall. But this right here, city sidewalk. And that right there is about a 6-inch drop off. There's no way a wheelchair would ever come down this thing. But this is the city sidewalk, you can see. The hospital has a rope. They got 2 ropes going up across the sidewalk right here. This is the city sidewalk I'm on right now. Walking down the city sidewalk. And you can see right here what happened is the hospital took a lot of dirt and they covered the sidewalk up, planted grass on top of it right here. But this is the city sidewalk right here. And this is the rope. That's the rope the hospital put up. The hospital wants to claim all this land. I got to climb over this rope. I'm climbing over the rope again. But this is supposed to be a sidewalk. There was a sidewalk here at one time. I remember the sidewalk. I walked down it. See that rope? That's city property right here, and they're blocking the thing off. You can see all that concrete right there. All of that concrete right there used to be over here. But now they put it over there, the hospital did. to make that land bigger. Now this is the city property right here. This is city sidewalk. I just turned around, went this other way. Now the hospital, Brunswick Hospital, Southeast Georgia Hospital. I believe they broke some laws here when they tore up this here concrete right here. They tore that concrete up right here off the sidewalk and they pushed it down in the ditch. Now, I myself don't like walking down the road. I'd rather walk on the sidewalk, and this is supposed to be a city sidewalk. That ditch has been there forever and the sidewalk was right here beside it. You can see more of the sidewalk right there where they put it on that side, right over there to help build that land up some more. But all of this was the city sidewalk right here. This is city sidewalk. It's supposed to be anyway. City sidewalk come right through here. You can see the fence up there ahead of me. You can see the fence. This used to be a sidewalk, a city sidewalk, and the hospital has took it over. The hospital is going to claim it belongs to them, which is not the truth. Because all of this used to have a sidewalk. I used to walk down this sidewalk. Like I say, all of this used to be houses right here. I remember the houses. I think I got pictures of these houses right here. All of this right here used to be houses. The hospital tore the houses down. They bought the land, tore it down. And this is the city sidewalk right here. It's supposed to be the city sidewalk. But the hospital is blocking people from walking down the city sidewalk. Now, I think that's against the law. I think that's against the law right here. That city sidewalk right here blocked. You can see it way down. It goes way down there to the curve, city sidewalk. This does not belong to the hospital. This belongs to the public. This is the city. This is the city. That's the sidewalk. At the Brunswick Hospital. And this is the city sidewalk. You can see. You can make your own decision. Make your own mind up on this, if it's a city sidewalk or not. I know it is because, like I say, I've walked down this sidewalk many years. I walked down this sidewalk before the hospital bought this land. I used to walk down this sidewalk. But now that the hospital, the Brunswick Hospital, Southeast Georgia Hospital, has bought this land, they have stopped everybody from using the sidewalk on the other side. They don't want you walking down that sidewalk. They want you to walk in a highway. They want you to cross the road to get on the other side, walk to the other end of the street, and then cross back across the road. They want you to cross the highway 2 times, which is, that's stupid. You know, why would you want to cross the highway here and then turn around, walk across it, and then walk down them, cross back across it? It doesn't make any sense to me. But this is all city.
But she hasn't been like
Now, I'm not positive if this belongs to the city or if this belongs to the hospital here. I think it belongs to the city. So what we're going to do is walk down here. And we're just going to see what's going on right here. Because I do believe this is a city sidewalk. This might belong to the hospital because it's on the right-hand side of the telephone pole right there. And I was thinking the city sidewalk was on the other side of the telephone pole. But see, now they got you walking on this sidewalk, and this could be hospital property as to where they could have you arrested and trespass for walking down that sidewalk. Now what I'm doing is I'm gonna walk on this side of the telephone pole, and we're gonna see if we can find some old sidewalk somewhere right through here, which I doubt we can find anything. I have a feeling that the hospital has pulled all the sidewalk up or covered it up with dirt. But this here's the you can see where the fence line is right here. I think that's on city property, because you can see the telephone pole down there. I think all these telephone poles are on city property. Right here it says warning. That's talking about a low overhang. This right here is supposed to be city property. You should be able to line them telephone poles up right there. Like this right here. Them two telephone poles. And everything on this side should be city property. I'm thinking the sidewalk is right through here, but I'm not positive on this side. Either way, you can see that sign right there, that team sign. That's on city property, and it's blocking people from walking on side of the road. What they got is, they got you walking around this sign. See, there's a telephone pole right there. Now, right here is the telephone poles. You can see the telephone poles right here. You can see that one down there, the telephone pole. You can see this telephone pole right here. This is supposed to be the city sidewalk right here. And they got that fence. That fence right there is on city property, I believe. I think the sidewalk come right through here. That's what I think. I hadn't seen any of the old sidewalk. But you can see how the hospital is doing there. They're just breaking the law. They are illegally breaking the law. And what I'm gonna have to do is find out where the thing is. Well, see, this is city water right here. That's city water right there. And you can see the city water. Telephone pole. You can see the city water is on this side of the telephone pole, which it should be. To right here. I'm gonna get right here and stop and turn around. We're gonna look. Okay. Now you can see the telephone poles. You can see those cars parked right there. Yeah. I think the hospital are breaking laws. I don't know if they have a permit or not. Now, this side of the road, it does not have a sidewalk. But you can see right here where the telephone poles are. You can see these telephone poles right here. You can see 3 telephone poles through there. And what's happening is the hospital, they block all of this so you can't walk on this side of the road. See, all of this should be city property right here. That sign right here talking about you gotta have a decal to park right here, or they'll tow you. And I do see the security guard out here. police out here, the Brunswick police. They're not writing any tickets or anything for people illegally parked. You know, this is city property. I don't see how they can tell you they're going to tow your car if this is city property. So how's the hospital going to tell you that they're going to tow your car if you are parked on city property? Now, see that telephone pole? You look way down there at the stop sign, you'll see another telephone pole. We'll turn around here. You see that telephone pole? That's on city property right there. This is city property, I believe. I'm not positive, but we're going to have to find out, because if this is city property and they got those signs up there talking about they're going to tow your car, and they tow your car, hospital would be liable. I'm thinking there's supposed to be a sidewalk through here, but I don't think there ever was a sidewalk through here. You can see that Georgia Power telephone pole right there. That's the power company telephone pole, and that's on city property. That's not on county property, on hospital property. The hospital has their fence on this side of it, which is illegal. But the hospital, they exempt. The Brunswick police, Glenn County police, they chickens. They scared of the hospital. County commissioners, they're scared of the hospital. Everybody's a bunch of cowards. They don't want to uphold the law. Now you can see that stop sign. That's on city property. All of this is supposed to be city property. Hey kitty cat, what are you doing, kitty, kitty, kitty? Little cat right there, little kitty cat. But back to the story. But this right here is a city property, and the hospital has a sign back there talking about they'll have your car towed if you park on city property. Now we're gonna have to find out about that, because I don't think that's true. I believe the hospital is overstepping their boundary. I believe the hospital is starting to steal from the citizens of Brunswick. I think they are stealing. But you can see the grass here. The county don't cut the grass. The city don't cut the grass. Grass is 3 foot, 4 foot tall. Like I said in the other video, if they have the city come through here and cut this, they got them $15,000 lawnmowers, and this is wearing those lawnmowers out trying to cut this. If they have to bring a weed eater in here, the city does, and cut this grass. The weed eaters, it's gonna wear them weed eaters out. Well, I think the hospital is overstepping their boundary. I think the hospital is starting to be like thieves. What I think. I think they're liars and thieves myself. But this is supposed to be city property. You can see it. That grass right there is 3, 4 foot tall. But you can see the telephone pole right there. Power lines. This is all city property. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. This is East Park and Starling is what this road is right here. East Park and Starling. But what we're gonna do is turn this thing off and start over another video here in a minute. Okay. I'm gonna turn it off now. Bye.